and welcome to For The Drive, and welcome to another episode of Friends of For The Drive, where I'm going to be taking a look at this beautiful Mercedes-Benz AMG SL63. So this SL63 is the last of the 6.litre V8, producing about 518 brake, 465 pounds of foot torque, which will get you just 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. And as you can tell, this wasn't the original colour it came out of the factory with, but it's been epically wrapped in basically what I would class as green hell on the modern GTRs and things like that, and it looks amazing no matter what light it is in. It looks fantastic. I've actually had the pleasure of being behind this around the Welsh mountains only a few months ago, I think it was now, and even in miserable weather this thing shone like a star. So I think next thing to happen is to start this baby up and listen to that V8 roar.
Oh my goodness. Oh, my face is going to hurt. I can just feel it. My face is going to hurt. Well, you join me in the passenger seat with a familiar face to the channel, actually.
Hello.
My good friend Charlie, who's, if you think back to the, now let me go, it's SL600 or 600 SL?
It's technically 600 SL.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. The other SL that these guys own, which was a massive amount of fun to shoot. We come back with the more modern version. Swap the V12 out for a V8, but my god, does the sound, it doesn't disappoint. First off, thank you for coming out and doing another video.
No worries.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh, so I mean, as I think we discussed on the previous SL, obviously your dad owns them.
Yeah.
You are one lucky son of a gun, but you get to drive these things on a regular basis.
100%.
So what drew him to this one in particular, especially because of the wrap as well, because it's quite a hit or miss sometimes colour.
Well, he was getting another Mercedes, and you know, with having the other SL, he likes convertibles, and the SL obviously being the flagship model of Mercedes.
Yeah.
And he wanted an AMG as well, and so obviously he was drawn to the 63, in particular with the 6.2 V8. He wanted the 6.2 naturally aspirated rather than the 5.5 twin turbo they have nowadays.
Yeah.
Just because of this noise, this soundtrack.
You won't get that with the modern ones.
No,
not at all.
And drawn to this one, look at it. It's
it's so mad.
Yeah. He did look at other ones, like other silvers and blacks and more normal colours.
Yeah.
But then obviously this one jumped out and went to look at it, and he fell in love straight away. The moment he saw it, he was like, I need it.
Definitely a head turner.
Yes.
People you see just go, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Dare I ask, I mean, is there anything that you guys have found since owning it that you don't like? Apart from the fuel bill, maybe?
Yeah, the fuel consumption's an issue.
What's the average? It must be horrendous, about like 12 if you're lucky.
If you're driving around town, it's Route 12. If you're on motorway, up to 19, 20. When I went over to Germany in this, I averaged 24, and that was with me in 7th gear at 65, 70 the whole time.
Wow.
So literally barely moving past that sort of speed, and yeah.
Actually, talking about Germany, I think that segues nicely onto the fact that there is a sticker on the back of this car to prove that it's actually been around the Nürburgring. And I believe that some young man was behind the wheel when that happened, was it?
Yeah, no, that was a glorious experience. It just goes to show that this SL is built to be a Grand Tourer, because I went over with Nick, and we were both in the car. We're having a laugh, roof down the whole way. The 350, 400 mile journey there was effortless in this.
Yeah.
He just took every single mile, except for the 2 stops of fuel. But no, it was just effortless. It was great. And then when we got there, obviously being an AMG, it felt at home. Despite being over 2 tons,
I was saying,
it holds its own.
Like, you open the doors, you get in it, you know that you're in something big, heavy. Yeah. As you say, for a Grand Tourer, that's ideal.
Yeah, well, being German, that's their build quality, isn't it? So, but yeah, it felt at home when we're on the ring. It was pretty quick. Obviously, my other car, if people don't know, is an S14, and this was only sort of 5 seconds slower than my S14, and that's a dedicated track car. And this is a GT car.
Yeah.
But no, it was a fantastic experience, especially in this. And I did a few laps with the roof down, which was fun.
I don't want to put on record, you are nuts.
Yeah.
But in the best way. I don't think I'd ever think about, I'll go to the Nürburgring. I'll take the SL63.
Yeah.
Obviously the wrap is technically a modification.
Yeah.
But it was done before you guys picked it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the exhaust is standard, right?
It's completely standard. Yep. Nothing's been changed on it. It's factory AMG. So.
Do you really need to modify anything on a car like this? I mean, I don't. Oh. It's
no.
Madness. It's just so good. Again, it's effortless.
Yeah.
The car just seems to easily glide forward. You just get that noise start to appear.
It's glorious.
I mean, you guys haven't had this that long, really.
We've had it about a year now.
Okay, so but I mean, that really in car ownership, that's not
a lot.
The fact that you know your dad wanted something like this. It wasn't just like, oh, it's a new one, let's buy it. It's not moving on to the next gen every time.
No. He actively went out and was looking for this in particular.
If it ever got to the point where this went, there's 2 questions really, because obviously he's not here to answer himself as such.
Yeah.
What would you want it to be replaced with, and what do you think he would replace it with?
Well, he has toyed with the idea of the 65, but that's a little bit out of price range at the moment.
Because that's the V12, isn't it?
That's the
V12,
twin turbo V12. Yeah. Yeah. When we were looking at this, there was a 65 for sale at roughly the same price, but this was 30,000 miles, and that was like 85, 90,000.
Oh, yeah.
So there's still quite a big difference in price there.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't viable. But honestly, I don't know what he would get if he were to sell this.
I mean, what would give you that soundtrack?
Yeah.
Convertible with the comfort. I mean, these have got massage seats.
Yeah.
Like it's literally got every creature comfort you could ask for its age, anyway. Obviously, brand new cars will have newer technology, but it's got everything you could ask for.
Yeah.
With that engine.
It's glorious.
It is a difficult thing. I mean, what would you, if you went, right, well, it's your choice?
That's a difficult question to answer that.
Obviously, you have I mean, with the S14, you've covered yourself with the race car.
Yeah.
You actually got a Mercedes daily.
I do. I've got an E-Class, a diesel.
Which obviously covers your normal day-to-day running stuff. But
yeah.
Then, you know, if you were going to go, maybe, like, would you go with a convertible? Like,
I would like a convertible, but then again, I get to drive this. I get to drive the other SL, so I've got that covered.
Yeah.
And with my car being an estate, it's just nice if I need to go get things like for example, my Nissan.
Yeah.
I go and get car parts. So I just go, I need to go get new seats, or I need to go get new wheels. Just take the estate, load everything in it, job done. So yeah, but I don't know what Dad would get if he was to sell this. in all honesty. This just does everything it needs it to, really.
If he wants to donate it, I'll take it. The response on that throttle is lovely.
Yeah.
Ah, holy smokes! Holy smokes! That's all I can say on this. Oh, that is a very tempting pedal, because again with the V8 just like, oh, I can just pull you, don't worry about it. I mean, obviously with AMG brakes, massive.
Yeah.
Discs, and are they 4s or 6?
6 spots at the front, 4 at the back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously again having to to stop 2 tons worth of car.
Yes.
It's got to be solid braking, but yeah.
Considering this with the AMG performance chip on it, it means it's limited to 186 miles an hour. So stopping it from 186 miles an hour, you'd need some big brakes on it.
See, when I looked up the specs just to familiarise myself again with them, it said, oh, it's electronically capped at 155.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they sold the additional AMG chip on it. I can't remember the exact price. It's like 2.5 or 3.5 grand.
Well, actually from factory?
Yeah. Which then pushed it and gave it the AMG limit of 186.
Oh, right. Oh my god. Obviously I love noise, and I'm sure like most petrol heads, like the noisier the exhaust it does get to a point where too much noise is kind of annoying, too much drone. That is, especially with the roof down, the perfect amount of drama. But it's not in the cabin, it's all just there.
Yeah, it's all behind you, it's not overpoweringly loud.
No.
And then you let off and it crackles and burbles like that. It just adds to the drama of it. It's brilliant. But once you're driving it, it doesn't feel as big as it is.
No, I mean, as you say, I mean, the bonnet, having that, it's obviously quite a large, long, straight bonnet. Yeah. So you obviously the front end of it, I wouldn't necessarily know exactly where it stops. Yeah. But yeah, as you say, kind of placement within the road, I feel absolutely fine.
No, we don't have any plans to change the exhaust on this yet. Well, maybe if the cats fail, then we might put sports cats on it. Because being AMG, they're expensive. They're very expensive.
Yes.
But most people say that the AMG cats from standard are the best you can get anyway.
Oh,
like
really?
Putting in a sports cat actually doesn't do much, if at all anything. Yeah. So there's not much point in changing them. But obviously if they do go, then we'll put sports cats in, because a sports cat's what 400 quid maybe? Yeah. One's from AMG, 2 grand each, and there's 2 of them.
Oh,
so
yeah, you don't really want to be dealing with that if you can.
No.
It's a bit like what they said about when the M5, the V10 M5 came out. It's a bit like a Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. As you say, you put it in comfort, it becomes this really nice Grand Tourer, obviously with still a nice soundtrack. Yeah. But it's kind of very comfy, spacious for 2 people. As you say, ideal for doing a nice travel trip down to South of France or somewhere like that. Yeah. But then you put the AMG button on and I'd say it's not a stiff ride at all. No. This is probably one of the comfiest rides I've been in terms of sports cars. But the noise and the response and the drama that you immediately start feeling, even just being in it for literally less than 5 minutes, I'm just like, yeah, okay, this can be a real beast if you want it to be. You can see why Mercedes consider this the flagship. Yes, yeah. Even though they called the SL the super light, and it's not. It is glorious. Oh my god! Oh, I really had to refrain from swearing there. Oh my god! That is utter nonsense. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, that still makes me jump.
when you downshift, you get those crackles like that.
Well, all I can say is thank you very much.
No worries.
Oh.
It's a long time coming, this video.
It has, yeah. We were meant to do it, I don't know, probably a couple of months ago, and then
Yeah.
the rain decided to halt it. But my God, it's been worth the wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to tell Stuart he's not having the car back. You can have the Jag, sorry, but that's it. That's what's happening now.
So that is the end of the video. I mean, as you can tell by the fact my face is still smiling, it generally actually hurts a little bit from the noise coming from that V8, and obviously it is effortless to drive around some lovely country B roads and things like that. So it is a phenomenal piece of kit, as to be expected from AMG, and obviously with that 6.3 litre V8, it doesn't, I mean, you just constantly, I mean, I can guarantee I'll be going to petrol station every week with it, but I'd be the happiest man ever. So a huge thank you to Stuart and Charlie for coming out or letting me use the car, and then coming out with me and kind of showing me and letting me drive it, because it's been a lot of fun. And again, it's one of those things I haven't really had much opportunity to drive some nice cars recently, so it's good to be back. So, but that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I did making this. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.